Hi, boys and girls. I miss you so much. I wish we could be at school together, but I'm glad that we can be together different ways. I thought maybe we should start reading some of the Junie B first grader books together. So we'll give this a try and hopefully it will work for all of us. I'm going to read the first chapter today. If you hear some noises, Elliot and Bryant have been playing a lot today, so hopefully they'll be quiet. Junie B. Jones, first grader at last. Chapter 1, First Grade Surprises. Thursday. Dear First Grade Journal, yesterday was the first day of school. It is new here. Today my teacher handed out these journals. He is making us write in these dumb things, only I don't even know what to write. My teacher has muscles and a mustache. His name is Mr. Scary. He made that name up, I believe. I'm not even scared of him, hardly. From Junie B, first grader. I put down my pencil and I looked at what I wrote. I did a sigh. I would like to go home now, I said to just myself. Shh, said a girl named May. I'm still trying to do my work. May sits next to me in the back of the room. I do not actually care for that girl. Just then, my teacher stood up at his desk. His mustache smiled real friendly. Okay, boys and girls, you can stop writing now, he said. As I told you earlier, we will be working in our journals quite often this year. In fact, it won't be long until your journal starts feeling like an old friend. I rolled my eyes up at the ceiling. What kind of an old friend looks like a dumb notebook, I said. Shh, said May again. You shouldn't talk while the teacher is talking, Junie Jones. I looked at her real annoyed. B, I said. My name is Junie B. I think I have mentioned that to you before, May. I leaned closer to her face. B, I said. After that, I slumped in my seat and I put my head on my desk. I peeked at the other children who sit near me. Their names are Herb and Lenny and Jose. I do not know them from a hole in the ground. I did another sigh. First grade is not what it's cracked up to be. My room is named Room 1. I was nervous when I came here yesterday. That's how come Daddy had to carry me all the way to the room, 'cause my legs felt like squishy jello. He put me down outside the door. Well, here we are, Junie B, he said. First grade, at last. My stomach had butterflies in it. Also, my arms had prickly goosebumps, and my forehead had drops of sweaty. I am a wreck, I said. Daddy smiled very nice. There's nothing to worry about, Junie B, I promise, he said. You're going to love first grade. Just think, there's a whole room full of brand new friends just waiting to meet you. He ruffled my hair. Are you ready to go in now, he asked. Are you ready to begin your first grade adventure? I looked at him a real long time. Then I quick spun around and I zoomed down the hall as fast as I could. Daddy zoomed after me. He caught up with me speedy quick and he carried me back to my class. Only this time, he carried me straight into the room. As soon as he put me down again, I hid behind his legs, 'cause that place was a zoo, I tell you. There were people everywhere. There were girls and boys and mothers and daddies and grandmas and grandpas, plus also there were Julie babies and strollers. Then all of a sudden, my whole mouth came open, because good news, I finally saw someone I knew. I jumped up and down and all around. Daddy, Daddy, it's Lucille, I hollered. Remember Lucille? Lucille was my bestest friend from kindergarten last year. Lucille was standing at a desk next to the window. I ran to her in a jiffy. Then I hugged and hugged that girl. And I couldn't even stop. Lucille, it's me, it's your bestest friend from kindergarten, Junie B. Jones. I tried to pick her up. I am so glad to see you, friend, I shouted real joyful. Lucille pulled my arms off her. Stop it, Junie B, stop it, she said. You're wrinkling my new back-to-school dress. This thing cost a fortune. I stopped hugging her. Lucille smoothed and fluffed herself. I smoothed and fluffed her too. There, I said, good as new. After that, I grabbed Lucille's hand and I started to pull. Come on, Lucille, let's go find two desks together, I said. I think we should sit near the door. Want to, huh? If we sit near the door, we can stare at people who walk down the hall. Lucille yanked her hand away. No, Junie B, no. I'm going to sit at this desk right here, she said. I've already picked it out with my two new friends, Camille and Chenille. She pointed at the door. See them over there, she said. I met them before you came. They are saying goodbye to their mother. Aren't they precious? I looked at Camille and Chenille. And guess what? My eyes popped right out of my head because wowie, wow, those girls were twins, that's why. I sprang way high in the air. Twins! Twins! They're twins, Lucille! This is our lucky day! I pulled on her again. Come on, Lucille. Let's go touch them. Hurry, hurry, before a line forms. Lucille did not budge a muscle. Stop it, Junie B. Quit pulling on me, she said. Camille and Chenille don't want to be touched, and besides, I am their new best friend, not you. I looked surprised at that girl. Yes, but I can be their bestest friend along with you, right, Lucille? I asked. All I have to do is meet them, right? And then all of us can be bestest friends together. Lucille shook her head. No, Junie B, I'm sorry, but you and I have already been best friends, remember, she said. We were best friends for a whole long year, and so now it's time for Camille and Chenille to get a turn. She did a shrug. It's only fair of me, she said, and besides, their names rhyme with my name, and yours doesn't. She wrinkled her nose very cute. Camille and Chenille and Lucille. See, isn't that darling? After that, Lucille gave me a pat. Don't be sad, okay, she said. You and I can still be friends, Junie B, just not on a regular basis. After that, she waved her fingers and she said, ta-ta, and she skipped to Camille and Chenille. Oh my, it sounds like Junie B's first grade year is starting out different than she thought. I hope this works. I'll send it to all your mommies and daddies. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.